Good motherfucking morning, motherfucking bass. Good motherfucking morning, ladies. How are we all doing today on this most beautiful of Thursdays? Thursday mornings? We are good, we are chilling. We're chilling. Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. What is your preferred pizza toppings? Pineapple and banana. At the same time. When will you play Uncharted? When they remake it from start of the franchise. On PC. PC. Oh my god. We're back in black for another episode. We got some subbies, we got some re-subbies. Let's see here. Jam RT27 behind.
Very false.
Suraka Obama, Burning Toxic, Disaster 90, Wong D, and Furbiel FT, thanks for the subs. And the resubs, Chicken Nug, Valiaran, and Zachary as well. Wow, amazing people. Amazing! Amazing! Let's see here. Okay. Alright. Any cool, fresh, new, exciting happening in the world today? Low tier god has a daughter and is now paying child support. Okay. How are you trying out FIFA today? It'll be fun. Shut the fuck up, man. Right? Shut the fuck up. Are you trying out Portal 1 speedruns today? Probably not, no. I was just thinking out loud, theory crafting. Yeah, eventually maybe we'll do a speedrun of something. Don't know yet. But something that I find enjoyable, I bet. I'm not sure if I have to have played it beforehand or not. Preferably played it beforehand. Makes the most sense to me. But other than that, no. Nothing crazy. I have not watched the new Fallout. No. I have not. I haven't been watching many shows lately. I haven't been watching many shows, I have to admit. Maybe one episode or something every other day. Kinda. Alright, well. Then I know. No news is also news, right? Yeah. I would say so. Evolaxi, Ayas, Armadillo Dealer, Drake Poons, thank you. Thank you. For too kind. Let's go ahead and check out some links, I say. What do you say? What say you, chat? Huh? You've been waiting? Long have you waited for good links just to get you baited? Alright, let's see who is numero one hated.
Sustain, keep it sustained. Hey, keep it sustained, Roger.
While they wait for the airspace to clear, one Afghan soldier decides to make a stand.
Jamshid, he's the leader of the 10 ANA that were working with us for the mission. He carries an RPG with a backpack full of like 5 more rounds, and he was bragging to us beforehand about how he's killed 5 Taliban or something the week before with his RPG.
What's he doing? What is he doing?
He wants to shoot that fucking thing.
So we're in the middle of our firefight, and all of a sudden we see Jamshid just walking up like a boss.
He didn't give a fuck, dude.
He's not scared of anything. Rounds coming around him, like everyone else is down, you know, behind cover. And he's just walking up in the wide open.
Go get him, brother.
With this RPG over his shoulder.
Dude, he's gonna go fuck this shit up.
He just stands up, posts up.
Bro. I thought it was actually.
It's been a week since Enne's
like
birthday.
Minecraft.
Feels strong, man. Oh, and I promise no more under 50k views links. Tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery. Alright, let's see about that.
And starts aiming at the green zone where we're taking fire from.
Hey, ANA's gonna fire an RPG just because.
Beat this.
Oh my, what the fuck? Damn. Yeah. Good shot. America, motherfucker! Good shot.
Perfect. You couldn't get a more perfect RPG shot than he had.
Here you go, Jim shot.
Yeah, fucking badass!
Afterward, he had a huge smile on his face, like giving a thumbs up. Everyone was like yelling for Jamshid.
He's like, oh, you Americans, just laying in the dirt.
So he proved to be a boss, like he said he was before the mission.
Halyot cinema. Finish. One RPG, Taliban. Finish Taliban.
Alright.
In 1966, a well-known scientist released a book with information that could impact everyone on Earth. But before anyone could read it, it was classified by the CIA. We only learned about it a few years ago when it was declassified. But the CIA only released 57 pages of the original 284-page manuscript. And those pages have been, in the CIA's own words, sanitized. Now, why does the CIA think this book is so dangerous that they had to hide it from the public for 60 years and continue to hide most of it? Well, it's because the man who wrote it describes the end of the world. In 1966, former McDonnell Douglas engineer Dr. Chan Thomas released a book called The Adam and Eve Story. Now, that title might sound like he's being cute, but he's actually being literal. This book is about the end of the world as we know it.
Hey.
What's up?
Is this one of those stories where you scare the hell out of us? Then you wrap it up with a happy ending?
Well, you're half right.
Oh, no. If I soil my bowl again, you gotta remember to edit that out.
They didn't know you had an accident. You just told them.
Well,
Thomas presents evidence of a coming shift in the Earth's poles that creates a cataclysm. And Thomas says these pole shifts are cyclical, that on regular intervals, a disaster wipes out almost all human life, and we start over again in the Stone Age. He says we're actually the 6th advanced civilization to evolve on Earth. There may have been even more civilizations that have been here, but the further back you go, the harder it is to know for sure because some of these civilizations occupied continents that no longer exist. Now, Thomas isn't the first scientist to publish this theory. In 1958, almost 10 years before the Adam and Eve story, Charles Hapgood published The Earth's Shifting Crust, which discussed the Earth crustal displacement hypothesis. This theory says that sometimes the Earth spins really fast and the continents are rearranged. When Hapgood proposed the idea of continental drift, it was called pseudoscience, but Hapgood had his supporters. In fact, Albert Einstein wrote the forewords for 2 of his books. Now, of course, we know that Hapgood was right. The continents do move. They drift apart and collide together over and over again, and have done so for almost 4 billion years. Pangaea was the supercontinent that broke apart to form the land masses that exist today. But before Pangaea, there was the supercontinent Gondwana, which existed for 400 million years. Before Gondwana, there was Pannotia. Before that, Rodinia, Columbia, Atlantica, Arctica, Kennerland, Ur, and Valbara. These were all supercontinents that eventually broke apart and reformed. After working with Einstein and a few other scientists, Charles Hapgood released the book The Path of the Pole as an update to his previous theories. In this book, Hapgood suggested that the Earth's poles are constantly moving. Again, this piece of pseudoscience was eventually proven true. Hapgood believed that a pole shift between 15 and 40 degrees occurred around 9600 BC, or 11,600 years ago. Younger Dryas. Now, the Piri-Reis map is something that has baffled scientists for hundreds of years. On the Piri-Reis map is the continent of Antarctica, but Antarctica wasn't discovered until 1820, and Piri-Reis claimed the information on his map came from much older maps. If Charles Hapgood was right and the Earth's axis was shifted 15 degrees from where it is now, Antarctica wouldn't be completely covered in ice. Hapgood believed an Ice Age civilization, long forgotten, mapped the coast thousands of years ago. Though many of Hapgood's theories have proven to be true, the Ice Age pole shift is still controversial. We do know the poles shift over time. We also know the continents drift over a very long period of time. But Dr. Chan Thomas, in his book The Adam and Eve Story, says the shift happens in less than a day. Chan Thomas describes in detail what this will be like, and it's worse than any Hollywood disaster movie ever conceived. Far worse. Chan Thomas begins his book with a chapter that describes exactly what we'll experience during this pole shift event. But before we get into it, now might be a good time to hit pause and grab fresh underwear.
I've learned to listen to him when he says that.
With a rumble so low as to be inaudible, then fueling into a thundering roar, the earthquake starts. Only it's not like any earthquake in history. In California, mountains shake like ferns in a breeze. A mighty Pacific rears back and piles up into a mountain of seawater more than 2 miles high, then starts its race eastward. The wind attacks, shredding everything in supersonic bombardment. The mountain of Pacific seawater follows the wind eastward, burying Los Angeles and San Francisco as if they were but grains of sand. Across the continent, the 1,000-mile-per-hour wind wreaks unholy vengeance everywhere, mercilessly.
Now here's why there's such violent wind. The Earth spins about 1,000 miles per hour. We don't feel this because everything is spinning together. The land, the water, the atmosphere. Now Thomas says that when the pole shift happens, the Earth's air and water continue to spin, but the land masses stop.
In many places, the Earth's molten sublayer breaks through and spreads a sea of white, hot liquid fire. In a fraction of a day, all vestiges of civilization are gone, and the great cities, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, Dallas, New York, Boston, are nothing but legends. Barely a stone is left where millions walked just a few hours ago.
Now think of what would happen if you were in a car going 1,000 miles per hour that suddenly stopped. Now think of what would happen if a large city going 1,000 miles per hour suddenly stopped. Skyscrapers would collapse. Millions of people would be thrown around like they were in a food processor. Very few people would survive that, but survivors are the unlucky ones, because moving across the country at the speed of sound is a 2-mile-high wall of water, mud, and debris.
South America finds the Andes not high enough to stop the violence. In less than a day, the entire continent is burned by molten earth fire, buried under miles of violent seas, then turned into a frozen hell. Everything freezes, man, beast, plant, and mud in less than 4 hours.
When the shift happens, the land on Earth stops moving, so the sun stops moving in the sky. That means one side of the Earth is going to get really hot, and the other side really cold. A temperature drop of 180 degrees. That means even the warmest parts of the planet are going to be 80 degrees below zero. Everything is frozen solid within 4 hours.
Europe cannot escape.
Sure, Lee.
I'm ugly.
No,
My jaw hurts.
that doesn't mean you're ugly. Dude, we're gonna do clips of you burping.
No more links. Also,
see that movie.
is today the day? Terraria base. Pause man.
No further links.
Listen, what are you doing? You're zooming in. You're doing something weird.
I'm listening.
Why are you looking through the peephole? You're acting like a cameraman. Stop looking through the peephole.
Okay.
Listen.
You want to see the movie? Let's go see it.
Well, when is it going to be playing? Oh, no. When did Spawn come out? I want to see that.
We'll have to go buy it on DVD.
What did you say? What movie? Spawn?
On the bus.
Huh?
It might have been on the bus.
Huh? Really?
Yeah?
You're lying.
Spawn came out longer than 17 years ago.
I'm not lying.
It was really on the bus?
I said it might have been on the bus. I don't know.
That's like a new movie and stuff.
Baby, that movie is... I watched it fucking 4 months ago on DVD.
Where have I been?
Over here? You've been on tour.
I'm confused because I feel like I've been missing out.
Missing out on what?
On life.
I really don't think that that's the truth.
You think this is what I have to talk about.
Okay.
I feel like I've been missing out on life.
Like what part of life?
Life. Like things and things going on. Like I feel like I'm behind or something. I know that sounds so weird, but
No,
I
it
do.
doesn't. It's all the partying.
Huh?
It's all the partying.
What are you talking about, all the partying?
That's why you feel that way.
What's that supposed to mean?
Would you rather go out or would you rather go watch the movie?
Huh?
Would you rather go out? If you had a choice to go out or go watch a movie, what would you want to do?
I'd go watch that movie and just drink at home. But what I'm trying to say is, do you ever feel like you... Like, cause some people... Have you ever seen Back to the Future?
Mm-hmm.
Is that possible? To time travel speed?
No.
Yes, it is, Kevin.
Okay, but not that we know of.
Maybe, I think people can do that, and I think some people are ahead of us.
Well, maybe. But they would never tell the world. They wouldn't tell nobody shit. Could you imagine how many people would try to go back and change?
Oh my god.
Richard Hendricks!
What's happening?
Russ Hanneman. True pleasure to meet you.
Oh, yeah, I think I recognize you from TV.
Yeah, you do.
But, how do you know who I am?
Good question. No reason I would. But I watched your whole TechCrunch thing online, twice.
Oh.
That whole spaz thing you did, it was fucking priceless.
Okay.
So I called the Pied Piper number, and somebody said you were heading over to Hooli. Guy sounded like he was either Chinese or retarded.
Jin Yang.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. You know, Richard, back before I blew up, I got fucked with too. You like my ride? Yeah, they don't make it in this color. They did it just for me. Guys in this town don't have the balls to drive a car like this. They're billionaires, and they drive fucking Priuses. Why?
I think mainly, just environmental concerns.
They're all lemmings, Richard. Everyone in this town is. Just look at them. Lemming. Lemming.
Okay.
You scratched my car. It's the rivet in my pants. These are cool pants, too. Fuck, that's a deep scratch. That will not buff out. Motherfucker! Fuck it. Let me ask you a question, Richard. Have you ever had beef?
Like, with someone, like, fighting?
No, the food.
Oh, yeah.
No, you haven't. Get in.
Okay.
Giddy up! You in?
Almost.
Let's do this, Richard. I was the king. And now look at me.
2 shitty fucking commas. I had to sell my McLaren.
Yeah, but there's a Maserati in the driveway.
Who gives a fuck?
Hello, Mr. Forsen. I hope you are having a good day. I was banned in your chat half a year for copying a message someone was spamming, and I think you made an example of me. I would greatly appreciate an unban. I won't type anymore. I just miss chat. Tie.
And go fucking incognito mode, man. No fucking unbans. If I were to unban people, there would be no consequences for your actions. No unbans. All are permanent.
Well, you can't pull funding because we have a contract, so.
Oh, we have a contract? We have a fucking contract, Richard? You want to know what I have? A fucking car whose doors open like this. Not like
Movie
this.
streams
Not
when
like this.
Mr. Force. Urgent clarification needed. I know you are already doing it for
These
tier
are not
3,
doors
but
of a billionaire,
plans
Richard.
are human.
Fuck you!
Butterfly.
Fuck you in the ass.
Yeah, I don't know, Kev. I don't know about that one, but I do know no further links. Por favor.
Well, we've had the crack, but I can't see here. There's a minute's silence planned here for the mining disaster. I'll be amazed if Chester keep quiet throughout it, because, yeah, I don't know. I just can't see him doing it. Well, let's see if Chester respect the minute's silence for the miners. This will be a pivotal part of the game, if they can keep quiet. If they do this, yeah. You can't open them from the fire.
To observe a period of silence to mark the 80th anniversary of the Gresford colliery disaster, when 266 miners sadly lost their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gresford colliery disaster.
Disgusting! Disgusting behaviour! Sorry, mate, sorry. Disgusting! Disgusting behaviour! Everybody, scum! 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 Well, they're gonna get it! They are! They're gonna get it! Oh, they're gonna get this! You're gonna get it! Fucking evidence! Get down there! Fucking scum! Well, absolutely disgusting behaviour by the Chester fans! Disgusting! Disgusting behaviour! Just back up! Scum! Yeah, sorry mate, sorry. Disgusting behaviour! Disgusting! All the ground done it, bar for them! The whole ground done it, bar for them! Oh, I got it! Yeah, the fans are livid! Come on! Well, it's gone beyond the joke now! It's gone. No, it's not his fault. He's on it. Wrexham go 1-0 up.
My God, people wonder why I banned soccer normies.
We hear a lot from our constituents on different issues, but something I've heard that doesn't seem to be being covered are the Epstein files.
On Capitol Hill, Democrat Ted Lieu went there, highlighting previously secret grand jury evidence connecting Donald Trump to Jeffrey Epstein.
These files were released, and like Donald Trump's sort of all over this, right? There are pictures of him with Jeffrey Epstein. He's taken multiple plane flights with Epstein with young girls on board. He is on call logs with Epstein. One of the highest trending hashtags on Twitter right now is about Trump and Epstein. I'm not going to repeat the hashtag because we're in a dignified setting.
The hashtag is Trump pedophiles. Many of the posts screen grab documents from a lawsuit that accused Trump of raping a 13-year-old girl.
But yeah, y'all might want to look at that because that's highly disturbing. And again, it shows that Donald Trump is unfit for office. And by the way, he was convicted in a civilian court for sexual assault, convicted in a separate court of 34 felonies. Donald Trump should drop out of the race.
Most congressional lawmakers and members of the mainstream media have been unwilling to bring up the Trump-Epstein documents. Trump has denied the rape allegations. Katie Johnson dropped the lawsuit just before the 2016 election, and the mere mention of the accusations are reportedly so enraging to Trump, the Trump associates say anybody who brings them up will face unprecedented revenge if Trump wins the presidency. But the fear of retribution has not stopped a growing number of internet sleuths from piecing together the Trump-Epstein connections.
They lived within walking distance of each other in Manhattan. They partied together. Trump flew on Epstein's planes. Epstein buys a house literally within walking distance, shorter than the distance I walked to school as a kid from Trump. How many kids?
Uh-oh, rednecks in a dilemma. Voting for Biden or endorsing a pedophile.
Not even women. How many kids do you think, and I want you to put it in the comments, Trump and Epstein raped?
All of you MAGA Christians, go Google Trump and Katie Johnson. The original assault occurred in 1994. You've got to read a little bit about it.
The Johnson lawsuit, item 12, reads this way. On the fourth and final encounter with defendant Donald J. Trump, the plaintiff, Katie Johnson, was tied to a bed by defendant Trump, who then proceeded to forcibly rape plaintiff Johnson. During the course of this savage sexual attack, plaintiff Johnson loudly pleaded with defendant Trump to please wear a condom. Defendant Trump responded by violently striking plaintiff Johnson in the face with his open hand and screaming that he would do whatever he wanted as he refused to wear protection. After achieving sexual orgasm, the defendant, Donald J. Trump, put his suit back on, and when the plaintiff, Katie Johnson, in tears, asked defendant Trump what would happen if he had impregnated her, defendant Trump grabbed his wallet and threw some money at her and screamed that she should use the money to get a f***ing abortion. Again, Katie Johnson dismissed her lawsuit in 2016 without providing an explanation. But one of her attorneys, Lisa Bloom, said Johnson had received threats and was afraid. As for Donald Trump, his lawyer in this matter at the time, Alan Garten, dismissed the allegations as categorically untrue, saying the lawsuit was completely frivolous and baseless. The lawsuit documents are separate from the Jeffrey Epstein grand jury materials released in Florida, but the focus on the Trump-Epstein contacts and connections have caused a lot of people to take a closer look at the Katie Johnson accusations. Also, Donald Trump is already an adjudicated rapist, as determined by the court in the E. Jean Carroll civil lawsuit. So for anybody looking at Donald Trump's personal character and alleged lack of basic morality, there is plenty to talk about. In the meantime, Democrats and anti-Trump Republicans trying to defeat Trump's presidential campaign are also highlighting some exceptionally controversial potential Trump policy initiatives.
Project 2025 is all about ending our democracy and making the president a king and a dictator. If you read all of it, Sarah, it's all about strengthening the president, giving the president control, the complete control over the Justice Department and the FBI, most every aspect of the executive branch.
The anti-Trump Lincoln Project just published a video previewing what a Trump president...
All right.
Yo, what's up, guys? Little Apple back in the house once again. We're gonna play some Jetpack Joyride. Whoa, that was awesome. So I've never actually played this game before. Everybody's been telling me to play it, so I figured I better try it out. But I love it so far. I got a jetpack on my back, and crap, I just killed those scientists. That's probably not a good thing, right? Oh, whoops. Oh, I guess you can't fly into those. You're not supposed to fly into those, guys. Don't fly into the electrical bars. Don't do it, guys. Because that's what happens. You get your face burnt off. Because that's, yeah. Well, apparently this jetpack is powered by bullets. Which is something that I would have never thought, you know. But I guess it would work. In theory, if you had basically a giant gun strapped to your back, I'm sure if you shot, yeah, I mean, it could probably you could get some air. Whoa! Crazy freaking teleporter! That's awesome! Oh yeah, it makes me teleport. I can go anywhere I want. This is awesome. Let's see if I can, oh no, I missed the coins. Oh man, I'm really terrible at this. Ah! Oh, that was close. Oh, wow, crap. I teleported right to where the electrical bar was. Beautiful. 1 spin token. What happens when I spin? Does the token spin or do I spin? I'm a little confused by this. What's that? Oh, missiles. Who should? Oh, yeah, somebody just shot a missile at it. That's a scientist. I feel really bad for him. Ah, crummy muffins. Oh, man, that's no good at all. Oh, I see. It gives you spins on the slot machine. That's pretty cool. Oh, give me nukes. Give me nukes. Yeah, atomic blast. What does it do? I have no idea. Whoa! Dang! What just happened? Oh, I got another spin token. That was lucky. I like them apples. Next run, double. Oh, I get the double the points, double the tokens. I gotta say, I'm really digging this game, guys. It's pretty awesome. Although I gotta say, if I had a jetpack, I'd kind of want to be powered by other things other than bullets. Don't get me wrong, bullets are pretty cool, but I mean, what if you had the power of like Slim Jims? You know, the power of Slim Jims. You would be propelled by Slim Jims that are fired out of your jetpack. I think that would be the greatest idea. Oh, gotta get that power. Badass hog. Yeah, dog. Look at me, I got my hog, dog. Oh, and I'm shooting a shotgun at people, man. I am just brutally destroying everything and everyone. This guy is showing no remorse for killing everyone around him. I wonder what the scenario is here. Like, does anybody know? Let me know in the comments below if you guys know what's actually happening. Like, why am I... Is this like a secret prototype that I'm not supposed to have and I'm running away with it and that's why? I mean, but the scientists don't really seem too concerned with stopping me.
Oh my god.
Oh no. That's not good. Too many guys around. Yeah, it's okay though. They fucked up the first jump. I'm up top, which is nice. No. We might have to reset here. Oh no. Yeah, okay. That's not good. Our first, you know what? I might just start. No, I can't. So what I gotta do here is I gotta just not ignore everybody. Oh man. You're just fucking me, dude. Yeah, I lost 17 seconds or so there. Yeah, I'm fucking myself a little bit. It's fine. It's unfortunate. What's up? Thank you.
Did he actually get the world record in Max Payne 3 speedrun?
Thank you, Ma. Love you. I'm good. Everybody assumes I can
That's
hear
fairly impressive.
Oh, dude,
I mean, yeah, nobody plays
the
game, but it's still a popular franchise, so I assume a decent.
I think I'm like fucking up every area right now. That's what it feels like.
Everyone wanted to take.
There were like 4 runners. Oh,
right
really?
There.
Only 4 runners.
No. Dude! I died! The run's dead because of this. I'm never trying to pick up that shotgun again, by the way, and I'm jumping out right here from now on. Well, this is why we prac right here, boys.
Well, it's kind of fun that, you know...
This is right here is why we prac.
The run is not established enough for him, you know, not to come up with new shit on the go.
We did that part really fast for
like,
the record.
oh, I'm not supposed to get that shotgun.
Well,
maybe.
boys,
you know,
we're
like
gonna
you're
PB.
inventing the meta.
But I don't know about a record.
Right?
This was my
We're having some problems here. I'm sad that I let it get to this.
Like some dime
I fucked up the end game really bad here.
Look, there's a whole team of them. Eyes right. more we can take! Ay! Shit! That about sums it up. They're blocking the runway! One of them too.
So we fucked up that last level by like a minute, dude. A full minute we could have gone off that if I didn't fucking suck. And that's just gonna come from prac, dude. My end game's gonna get way better. We got the world record back. Hopefully. It was some
Okay, yes. Okay. 6 players. I mean, 6 players, that's not so impressive. Not so impressive. Try it then. Max Payne is like I wouldn't want to do Max Payne. It doesn't speak to me, you know. And then for some it was a big nostalgia factor too, or some shit, you know, like a really good game growing up or whatever. I never. It's like I played it on stream.
いくつものおやつ。さらには本やゲームまでたくさん。私だけの自慢の休憩スペースです。どうですか？もっと感心して褒めてくれてもいいんですよ。さて、今は共犯がいることですし、今日も今日とてサボるとしましょうか。ね、先生。
Alright.
Alright, let's talk about graveyard biomes. Graveyard biomes have a unique thing called ectomist that allow you to craft some pretty unique things. Sometimes even NPCs can sell unique items when they're in this biome. So the graveyard biome can definitely offer you a few different things. But unfortunately, you gotta make graveyard biomes with graves that are dropped when the player dies. So for hardcore players, graveyard biomes really don't seem to like be an option, but something that's very overlooked is NPCs also drop graves when they die.
Yeah, that's so obvious. How is that overlooked?
For this next trick, go and grab your nearest blade, find the nearest NPC. I'm sorry. Kill enough of those guys, and you should have enough graves to actually create a graveyard biome. If you're in need of ectomist and you're playing hardcore, this is how you're gonna have to do it, man. This is it. Yeah, so if you're gonna go murder all your NPCs, I should probably tell you the benefits of graveyard biomes. The best use I've found for these is crafting boulder traps. Smack those guys in your arena upside down, and they work great for farms. I mean, just check it out on the Pirate Invasion. Each time a new layer of boulders come down, it's just like a clean sweep of the floor. I mean, these guys stand no chance. And the crafting recipe is just stone, so these things are pretty cheap. Boulder traps also work very well versus the destroyer, if you want to try that out. I mean, bro, just look at this damage. This is just the boulder traps. But let's not forget about the Abigail's flower, which is a summoning item you could find growing as a flower next to graves in a graveyard biome. I mean, this thing is a beast in early game. I definitely recommend checking it out. But yeah, other than that, I don't really see a use to the graveyard biome for me. So if you don't think it's worth it to murder your NPCs, I don't blame you. But if you're fine with murdering them, you can get some real good items that'll help your run. Alright, so this next one is for all those Goonies who play on Crimson Worlds. I mean, personally, I highly prefer the Corruption. It's just like the OG biome. It offers you things like the Shadow Armor, which the Crimson doesn't. I mean, I don't really know what's attractive about this. And you got these weird goobly gobblies chasing you, like, what the heck? But the one thing you don't have to deal with in the Crimson is worms. Which is great, because if you just want to speedrun some crystals, you can get around this way perfectly fine and safe. I mean, if you're down to play like a little turtle, this is gonna be great for you. Now that last trick reminded me of something you should also be doing when you start a new world, and that is finding a cave near your evil biome. I'm telling you guys, the amount of times these caves lead directly to a Shadow Orb or a Crimson Heart is crazy. And combined with the fact that you most likely will have bombs from pots within the first 5 minutes, this is just free loot. I mean, here's some examples. I'm just so close to these crystals. And if you didn't know, the first weapon that'll always drop from a crystal is a gun, which means you got the arms dealer if you blow this thing up on day 1. I always like to skip my starting cave and find a cave closer to my evil biome if I can. And even if I do go down a starting cave, I always try to go left or right to find my evil biome, because there's just always a Crimson Heart or a crystal right there. And you can avoid all danger with your evil biome and just get some free loot. Now, let's talk about the mechanic for a minute. So most people think you can only use her what?
Alright, very interesting. Thanks for the tip.
An anonymous brother says, Ya Sheikh, what's the wisdom behind the Prophet ﷺ recommending all men to marry virgins? What about the divorced and the widowed women? This is a topic that will never go down well with the feminists. And I'll be waiting for your hate mail and your attacks as usual. But why not, if you have, for a man, a woman who is virgin and someone who was previously married, which one would you take? Which one is recommended? Yani, give me a break. Something that is untouched by a man before. Is it better, or someone who was previously married?
Are you saying that men defile things?
Married, divorced, or widowed?
Men are bad?
For any person who would say that, no, I'd rather take a virgin. Likewise, if a woman was proposed to by 2 men, a divorcee or a widower, and someone who has never been married before, who would she choose? Oh, I would choose the divorcee or the widower. Why? Oh, he has more experience. No one would do that. So the essence of marriage is to enjoy life. And for a man to marry someone who was not married before is more enjoyable than to marry someone who was married before. Nevertheless, this is not a must. In the hadith of Jabir ibn Abdullah, may Allah be pleased with him and with his father, he came to the Prophet ﷺ and he told him that he got married. So the Prophet asked him, did you marry a virgin or a non-virgin? So he said, no, I married a non-virgin. So the Prophet said, why? Wouldn't you have married a virgin who was like you, a virgin, and both of you would play with one another, meaning that you're both fresh, don't have previous experiences, so you will explore and enjoy your marital life together?
How about picking based on how good looking they are? You have a divorcee, that's 10 out of 10. You have a virgin, 2 out of 10. Which one do you pick? Like, what is this shit scenario he's painting?
O Prophet of Allah, Abdullah, my father, died leaving sisters to me who were orphans.
Yeah, after the first time, you have a 2 out of 10 non-virgin versus a 10 out of 10 non-virgin. Congrats. Good job.
I did not want to bring someone like them without any previous or prior experience to handling things. So I married someone who was a divorcee or a widower, who is more mature, so that she could take care of them and of me. The Prophet consented. The Prophet agreed. He did not object to that, alayhi salatu wasalam. So it's not all the time that a virgin is what people look for. Now, remember, the demand for marriage is far lesser than the supply. There are so many women out there, but the demand to get married to them is fewer and lesser. So a man is the seeker, while a female or a girl is the one sought after, and not the other way around. So this is why it is recommended.
What?
But for a person who already has a wife,
That
and he
doesn't
wants
even
to
make
get married to a
sense.
second wife, would we recommend for him a virgin? Or, as you have already taken one, it's best for you to go for a widower or someone who is divorced or this or that? Of course, the latter. Why? Because you've got your share of enjoyment. Now you can do that and fulfill your responsibilities to the community. And this is what the Prophet used to do, alayhi salatu wasalam. Imagine all the wives that the Prophet had married, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he married only one virgin, and that was Aisha. The rest were all either widowers or divorced or separated from their husband because they were not Muslims. So if the Prophet ﷺ was to restrict himself only to marrying virgins, as the questioner may think, then that would have been the case with him, and he would have married only virgins, but he did not, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Alright, I think we're one here, Mr. AJV. To the badge, 95 Mellow, Grubs, North 2K, Cozy Cami, Ask Bask, and Tyrannex. Welcome back, Bloodroot as well. Muchas gracias. Alright. We are good there. What a good timing. What a good timing. Alright, so there is a game I want to play, releasing in like an hour. So we got an hour to kill, an hour for the thrill. We could do a little bit PUBG. A little bit PUBG. How can the supply of women be less if every man can have multiple wives? That doesn't make sense, man. What the fuck? Brain rot. Because the population is 50-50, women and men. Yeah, exactly. If the population is 50-50 and one man can have multiple wives, the supply of women are less, right? For every man to get married. It's just fucking retarded. Shut the fuck up when you're talking to 140 IQ, Mensa certified of course. God gamer. What if multiple men share one wife? I don't think that's a thing. Actually, that is a thing. There was a Netflix documentary about that shit. Forgot the name. I watched bits and pieces in the background. It wasn't the Sister Wives, or was it the Sister Wives show? I don't know. Angerfoot? It doesn't ring a bell. I don't know if it was the same as the American one with the religious cucks grabbing multiple wives in the name of Christ. They become gods or whatever, that's the religion. They become a mini god if they get more wives and shit. I forget what the fuck. I forget their excuse for busting nuts in multiple women's were, but it's pretty bad, I remember. It's pretty bad.